Alright! Hello guys! So, we will be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. This is in the genre of horror games. If di kayo familiar, it's fine. Watch. Please. Aga ha? Oni-chan? Sige. We'll use Oni-chan for the name. Oni-chan. Oni-chan. I know ano. Sige. Oni-chan. We'll do Oni-chan. Okay. I say a girl towards me this certain good. This is like a dating sim, but with a twist. So enjoy. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor, my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school and days starting around school frequently. But she's going to chase after me like I feel super anyway. So cute. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk. Let Sayori catch up to me. Look at that cute face. Oh look, she overslept. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oni-chan. So, benta yung Oni-chan na name. That's mean Oni-chan. Oni-chan. I swear it really works, the Oni-chan name. When people stare at you acting weird, they don't really a couple of something. I'm fine. You didn't wait for me after. I guess you don't have it in you mean to it. Whatever you say, Sayori. Let's auto this. Suge, I know, right? As we draw near the streets, the students making their daily commute. By the way, Oni-chan. Oni-chan, have you decided on the club to join yet? No. A club? Interested in joining clubs. Just like the normal protagonist.
Why? I told you.
Okay. So, we're gonna go through this with the normal storyline. Next, we're average while spending my free time on games and animes. Yes, I do. I was talking about I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I don't have any! Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not confused in the real world. Yes, I am! With feelings! You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah! Yatta! Oh my god, this is so wrong. I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her won't worry so much about me, making me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Moving to the school. The school day isn't ordinary as ever before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking at an ounce of motivation. Just sounds like me. Clubs. No. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I'll have no choice with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have gone to the classroom while spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the syllabus, sitting there and spacing out so came in. Unless you're worse than me sometimes, I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for it's going to make me relate to your own club. Well, I thought that might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah, look at that lole. Look at her pouting. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Yes, I would too if I could. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ooh, cupcakes. I want cupcakes. Gutom na ako. Oh my god. Don't make promises you can't eat. I can't tell Sarah if really much since Airhead she's coming. Cunning. A little long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by the cupcake. For the cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marked the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Tada! Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. Oh yeah. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh, look at that lole. I know somebody who'd like you. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oni-chan! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Oni-chan. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Aww. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Chun-chun. Yes, chun-chun tong santo. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Say the Oni-chan will feed. No! What the? Sige, next time. Pag lumabas ulit, I will say the Oni-chan with feelings. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Oni-chan! Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you too, Monica. Come sit down. Oni-chan! We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Chun chun! Chun chun alert! Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a new desk arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is a space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Tada! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea that they were looked at making that. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayuri grab one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's getting ready to watch you eat. She waiting for me to take a bite? No duh! I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I chun much. Say oishi. What? What? It doesn't say oishi in here. Listen, you. Haven't heard this before. Made them for you or anything. Sobrang chun. I swear, this is the chun. Well, maybe. But not for you dummy. Baka! Baka, Oni-chan! Oishii desu. Reset. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each other before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea instead in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself. Siya yung, what's that term? So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home. Right at home, she says. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make it club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy to make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Aww. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could join not many people save interest and effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and blah. but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Bagal no auto. Let's do this panel. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yes! Yay! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked hard to find this street. Maybe that's why they were all delighted with the idea of a member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm. So, Oni-chan! Oni-chan! What kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have any good ways of answering that. Manga! Of course, manga. Quietly to myself, half joking, Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh. Anyway, what about you? Well, let's see. The rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels and build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in which a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up to find her comfort. Oh, what that? Yay! Thank you for sending a star. But you know, I like a lot of things. Hi, Mom! Sending star doesn't make me sleepy. Charot. Grabe. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to complete throw for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone so gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think it's another world, I can really put it down. Say suge with enthusiasm. Yeah! Suge! Sige, next time. But no, that's not my thing, that's your thing. Stop telling me that. Stop telling me that, JD. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes are... Never mind. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper that... Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, by the way, we can save. Let's save first. And there you go. Return. I don't want to not save and then lose all of the stuff again and start all over again next week. So fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Baka. Everything you do is just so cute, you are. Sayuri also behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Yuri! You're at your own. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You would like them. Not very confident with a writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yeah, hi, Tita! This is a horror game for you. For the people who just came in, this is actually a horror game. Not gonna explain why, because it's best that you guys watch it. Do you have writing experience to Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. That's again, Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Oh God. Water. I need water. Shut away. You could say that. Sharing the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Oni-chan? Oni-chan! Okay. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I thought we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come to forth that with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at around at. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. One angry, one disappointed, one sad, another one sad. But I'm sorry, I thought. Oni-chan! I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is writing a poem since every day is... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Okay, and here we start doing it. So, everyone's happy. Sayu wraps up her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Yay! Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over it once more. Oni-chan, I look forward to seeing how... Yeah. Cute walking zombies. Cute ang walking zombies pag may lyrics in the stars. Yes. Yes, actually, yes. Yes. Actually, it goes by if may comments. Dapat may comments din yun eh. It should have worked with the comments. Hindi pala. With the like and share and the stars, yes. So the zombie would come by pagka ano. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Oni-chan! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for club. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yatta! With the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So, the game consists of poem making. So we choose words according sa girls. So I think I'll go for either Sayori in this. So I'll go fantasy. Let's go for Fester. Grief. Lazy. Anger. Depression. Depression. Fear. Unstable. Puppy. No. Defeat. Ah, talaga? Puro sa kay ano? Okay. Sadness. What? Lipstick. Peacefully fluffy, infernal, anime. Comfort. Valentine. Wrong. Hindi. Sino ba? Starscape. Yan. Okay. Contamination. Vacation. Horror. Tapos, let's choose shame. Nope, not that. Disarray. Frightening. Misery. Ew. Extraordinary. Graveyard. Atone? Okay. Hi again, Oni-chan! Glad to see you didn't run away on us again. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was last to come and everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Oni-chan. I hope this isn't overwhelming to continue. Making you dive headfirst to ensure you can accept into it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if we plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Yeah, manga. Finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Look at that. The Lollifang. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Oni-chan always gives me his best along with he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is it's so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Oni-chan can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird sensation she just put me into. Uh-oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Aww. Such a protagonist. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Aww. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Aww. This is a girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Not that everyone's settled up and then expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Cherry and Monica are having cheery conversation in the corner. Is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her extended expression. She was waiting for this scene. Meanwhile, Natsuki rummaging around in the closet. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related myself like this. I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayer's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all other clubs, so we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way to show that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun ever things, nobody will come in the first place if it's literature even. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come to the creative minds, what is this Sayuri is talking about? Seriously, it's rare to hear debating like this. That's a good point. In the case that you think food will do that trick, what kind? Well, I guess I could. Cupcakes! Yes, cupcakes. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Yeah, cupcake. Gutom na rin talaga ako. I like cupcakes. I want one. That works out perfectly. That wasn't you. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creativity, creative tummy. Yeah, to mine too. Oh, sad. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. But certainly lies there an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who was troubled finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind through to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder why it would be like to see the world through her eyes. When I find Sayuri's face filling my vision, I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Great. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Does your school have a helping club? So you're staying up all night. Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. Oh, sad. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. Yeah. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in this past weeks have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Someone I know is like this. Benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. That's just surrounded yourself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around. I ran my fingers down inside of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush up for this. My hair is just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow. Your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazers buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. What do you think, you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sir, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh. I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it today, stupid. Baka! Baka, Oni-chan! It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is it so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever bought it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger. Yes, having a conversation like this, like, damn it, don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, okay? But does it feel strange to see your blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Casey unbuttoned her blazer once more. Puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I wouldn't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's like a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else. See? She's clearly showing signs. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I'm not saying anything embarrassing. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe we could come wake up in the morning. Doing it again, sir. Joking time. And it's possible to tell that you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Okay, Oni-chan. Oni-chan, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sarah still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait. Sarah and Monica and Jessica pull out their poems. Right, let's say. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from here where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Poem time! Who should I show my poem first? Let's start sa'yo. Okay! Oh my goodness, this is so good. Oni-chan. I love it. I had the idea you're such a good writer. I'm not a good writer at all. I just have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like to do. It has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you didn't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand better if you know. When I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Oni-chan poem. Oni-chan poem. Extra special. Like, and can feel it. Sherry hugs the sheet against her chest. So I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into yet, but that doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Oni-chan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people can do. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, gee, thanks. Alright, then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that I have lots of fun here. Alright, I'm going to hold you onto that. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Okay, so don't worry, I'll read blah 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 blah. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, let's read the poem. Dear Sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh, sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Procrastination! Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit, just to answer no question. I forgot to do this last night. Oh yeah, that's makes me feel better about myself. Don't be mean. I still read my best. Yeah, yes. I don't mean to say that was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you, really. Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Ugh, eggs and toast. Now I want one. Even though we were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Yeah, everyone gets hangry if they're hungry. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yes. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, so let's check Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. Mid passes more than enough time to her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. It just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri braces her face in her hand. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and I really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really don't know this. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The result is that the both style expressiveness are weakened. Once she refines her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even simple poems. Not just finding them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it's all comes to practice and learning by example and trying to new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's it can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. You should be talking about people like sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. This must mean a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Goes under the light. Ano ba? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Battling. It must be this one. The last remaining street light have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. But I wasn't thinking that at all, but it looks well, I just don't read script very often. Yeah, same. I know, right? Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's a short, really wasn't descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our time for sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is not only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past, remaining a place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, so let's go for Monica. Hi, Oni-chan. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring these things. Much better if just going off with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Yep. Don't worry. Don't worry, Oni-chan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past on. So, yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sari would like. Is that so? You and Sari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well. She looks sad. We may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks to you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Oh gosh, that sounds like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's handwriting is kind of general feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that something so happy would enjoy things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experimenting a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I'm comfortable about things. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of things that suit you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction of sparkle aptitude, a noisy neighbor, and an angry boyfriend. I'll never know it. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I can see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into empty everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Huh. So what do you think? It's very free form. It's if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, that's the kind of style he has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. That is a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems with an epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after someone. Anyway, here's Monica's handwriting. Blah blah blah. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for 12, you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's what I advise you. Okay, so last one, Natsuki. It's about what I expect of someone like you. Too blunt. Too. It's like I said. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. You want to get smacked. I'll pass. I guess I need to show you mine. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Very blunt. Very blunt. I told you that's already like, I like it. What? Just be honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my handwriting seriously. But isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great can be really disheartening. Yeah. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. A pro. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud of, then I wouldn't take that away from her. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That's when a little more stressful than I anticipated. Everyone judging me from the mediocre writer. Blah, blah, blah. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way for my poems to stand up. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are simply chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of papers, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Eh. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk and with one hand, I guess you could say it was fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Completely missed the symbolism or something. It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language is, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. And so it really didn't come out all. Well, I took a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Oni-chan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Didn't expect to change anything soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Like my poem to you. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Onichan appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you. And how do you think he appreciates my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I knew. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way, make things is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Onichan started. Poop. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting you guys. But girls around me, if they notice I was standing there, Oni-chan! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. That's the point of making the poem. All the reason. The meaning should jump out of the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ani-chan. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting to yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Oni-chan? Well, god damn it. This guy is stuck. What? Wow, thank you for the 50 stars. How did I get dragged into this place in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Let's go with Yuri this time. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. You're just not... It's not secret that I'm impressed. Well, that's sad. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they still putting feelings into it and become something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that, Natsuki. I think that's enough. You both said things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. No. Sometimes when I hear it helps to walk walking through my head. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look all of your faces right now. When Natsuki snatches her own poem from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, sad. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit next to adjacent her. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like it? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Ani-chan. You're too kind. I'm thankful for now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about you, you know? I would never do anything so shameful. So, I think that Natsuki... well, I never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Yeah, good idea. make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you get all the poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Oni-chan, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Everyone, awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow and maybe learn something new from friends. Poems turned out better. Okay, so the more I think of poem likes with the luck means about those I want to impress, I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Oni-chan! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Cherry beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent much of this time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. Okay, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see that. I see why they make good friends of you with you. You know, Nichan, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sarah still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sarah. I pat Sarah in the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Let's do these. Okay, so another poem. So we choose which one. So we are going to choose something. Let's choose this. Papa. Ew. Captain. Unending. Suicide? What does effulgent? Graveyard. Inferno. Massacre. Nibble. Frightening? Okay. Tragedy. Nope. Excitement. Peaceful. Disarray. Boop. Defeat. Termination. Tenacious. Incapable. Disaster. Death. Sunset. Nope. Disown. Unrequited. Kawaii. Okay, so I think I can cut it off here. I need to save. I'll just continue this next week. So it's still happy for now. Wala pa tayo sa we haven't reached that point yet. I think it's after this. But I don't have much time. So we'll just continue this on the next stream. So watch it hopefully. And thank you for watching. For the people who watched, like and subscribe to the Z4Bs of Poor Boys. Follow me next time on Doki Doki Literature Club.